Fedorchev, our president, how the situation is in Ukraine. He could give us some details about that. Actually, it's a hard work that is being done with honor by our soldiers, by our personnel, and soldiers of the Donetsk and Lugansk People's Militias and volunteers also participate in this operation. You know that the Lugansk People's Republic has been liberated. We continue to make progress in the Donetsk People's Republic. Parts of the Kherson and Zaporozhye regions are also controlled. And here, obviously, I really would like to emphasize that as of today, we are fighting not as much against Ukraine, the Ukrainian armed forces, as against the collective West. Because the weapons that Ukraine used to have today, basically, they've run out of it, of the old Soviet weapons. And all the Europeans, they have took out from their stocks to transfer it to them, but we keep destroying that, and now the time has come when we are truly fighting against the collective West, eventually with NATO, or NATO and collective West, we can put it this way. And when we are saying about this, we mean not only the weapons that is being supplied in huge numbers, in huge volumes. Of course, we are finding ways to counter these weapons, but the systems that they have, communication systems, data collection system, reconnaissance systems, satellite reconnaissance systems, just imagine. So, not for them, but against us, the entire NATO satellite grouping is working. By our estimates, more than 70 military and more than 200 civilian satellites are working to perform reconnaissance on location of our units. And then they use weapons against this. What came as a surprise to us is that they are trying to hide how many weapons they have. Maybe it's a secret to laymen, but not to us. We understand why they want to hide it from the general public, because more and more often, or basically daily, we can see the strikes with these weapons against civilians. Just yesterday, civilians died after the strike of such weapons, and it was not the first time it happened. They are striking against hospitals. They are targeting the places where people are gathering. We thought they are not keeping these weapons under control, but it's the other way around. They are doing everything that their Western leaders and instructors are telling them. There is the 150 people, the entire command, the Western command that is sitting in Kiev, and they are controlling and leading all these things, all these operations. And we understand that initially the armed forces of Ukraine, they were, well, some 201, 202,000 people. And over this time, their casualties are more than 100,000 people. More than 60,000 died and more than 40,000 wounded. These are substantial losses if we talk about the army of some more than 200,000. It's the half of the army, basically. There are losses, there are casualties. That's why they have already launched the fourth wave of the mobilization. They have mobilized almost 300,000. And as you probably can see on various channels, in various media, they continue to do this work along various avenues, from the beach to the railway stations. As they say, they are trying to catch people, hunt down people. And I can't help but mentioning here about the instructors. Not just instructors, but mercenary instructors who joined them, and as of today, there are some more than 1,000 who are there. Some of them left, some of them died, more than 2,000 died of mercenaries. But they were trying to make their contribution, and the main thing is not that they have come, but basically they are being hired with the state support, and the states they are coming from, basically they are recruiting these mercenaries. Or they're looking the other way when those who are recruiting these people are doing their job. And I can't help but saying we haven't been speaking about that for some time now. I have to say about our losses as of today are 5,937 men who died. And I have to mention once again our soldiers who are bravely performing their duty. I have to speak about our medics. More than 90% went back to the units after they were wounded. These guys, they were admitted to hospitals, but then they returned to the front line and they continue performing their duty. I would like to go back to what's happening in Ukraine now. We continue to carry out the goals that were set for us. Sometimes it's hard, sometimes it is very hard, but we will continue. The President of Russia made a decision on the partial mobilization. Could you please tell us in more detail how it will be carried out, who is going to be mobilized, how many, how this work will be done with the reservists? You said the right thing. We are speaking about the reservists. These are not just some people who have never heard anything about the army. These are the people who, one, they served in the army, two, they have competence, they have skills that is in demand today in the army, they have military experience. And of course, right away, I would like to anticipate the questions that will arise from that, will emerge after that. No one is going to mobilize to recruit students and other people so they can keep going to their colleges and universities. No one is going to recruit them or to mobilize them. And those who were conscripted, it doesn't have to do with them as well. So they will not be mobilized, they will not be sent to the special military operation area. Our conscripts, they will continue serving as they have inside the Russian Federation. We have a huge mobilization reserve, those who have war experience, those who have necessary competence and skills. We're speaking about almost 2.5 million people. So this partial mobilization is like 1%, maybe slightly more than that, 1.1% maybe, of the total number of our mobilization reservists. The contact line, you can describe it as a front line. It exceeds 1,000 kilometers. So obviously, along this line and behind this line, it has to be strengthened, it has to be consolidated. These territories should be controlled, and first of all, that's why it is done. I mean the partial mobilization. Of course, after they will be mobilized, they will have training or retraining. They will undergo as well all the necessary training within their unit. within their platoons or other type of units, and only after that they will go to carry out the goals that we have. Can we speak about any specific number? 300,000 reservists will be mobilized. And I would like to say, once again, that's not a one-time thing, so there is a plan of this kind of activities, and it will be carried out according to this plan. You know, it's not going to be some harvester to catch everyone. No. And in this regard, I would like to say that maybe it's just a coincidence that we have had a plan to carry out mobilization camp training, because you know how it happened in the past. So reservists, they were collected for a week or more to retrain, to remember the skills that they used to have, driving vehicles and so on. And it coincided now with this declaration of the partial mobilization. So we now cancel these planned mobilization camps, and now we are going to do this partial mobilization. So the operation is ongoing. What are its prospects? You know, there could be some details, there could be some deviations, some delays, but there is one main goal that has been set, and this goal is being carried out. Obviously, we are doing everything to reach it.